Hi, Rebecca. That's our niece. That's mine and Tim's niece, Rebecca. She comes to work with Joe every day, who is my sister. And she sits there behind, as you can see, watching her programs and eating her snacks all day. She loves it. So today's one of those days where there's an issue that needs resolving, and it's quite a big issue actually, which is causing a bit of a headache. So our cozy pods, our 110 gram cozy pods, the container that they come in, we recently changed to a new supplier. They're much better. The lids are much easier to get off. We can buy in bigger quantities, so on and so forth. Our subscription box is due to go out on Monday. Today's Thursday, and we don't have any of those pots left. We ordered a pallet from them. We requested the order of a pallet before Christmas, and had a phone call just now to say that the manufacturer has messed up and didn't load a pallet of our products onto the back of the lorry, which is typical, isn't it? So that means that we're not actually going to get our pallet of pods until next week now, probably the middle of next week, which means our subscription box is going to be incredibly late, because once we receive it, we then need to make them all, pour all the wax, put the labels on, and get them sorted and get them out. Now, the reason what we always like to do, obviously, is make sure we've got enough in stock at all times, and when it gets low, we then order more. But of course, we had Christmas, and we didn't quite realise, as always, because we're growing sort of quite quickly, we didn't realise how much we would sell before Christmas and over Christmas, which meant that obviously when our suppliers are off over Christmas, they're not processing any of the orders, and they're not making the pods, and they're not getting them shipped out. So whilst we're using them, we're not having any more replenished, and that's causing an issue. So that means everything's going to be delayed, and that's just a headache which I need to try and resolve one way or another. So the moral of the story here is to make sure that you always have supplies, no matter how much you're selling, how little you're selling. Make sure that you've got that continuous supply of empty products that you can fill up and sell on your shelves. Otherwise you'll be like we are now, where you've got orders rolling in, and we are very, very quickly running out of the supply that we have. Another lesson learned. One of the most important things with candle manufacturing is testing. Every single scent, every single fragrance oil, every single colour and container that we use, you have to test with various different wicks to make sure that you get the perfect burn, the perfect melt pool. Make sure the wicks go down properly and there's no clubbing, no sooting, and of course make sure there's a great scent through. So this one here is one that Tamer made up, which is sandalwood and black pepper. And you can see we've just lit it, so we're going to see how this one goes with these two wicks. So what we're going to be doing is making lots of different candles in lots of different scents, and using all of our different wicks basically, and just really testing them out. And that's something you're going to be working on, isn't it?
It is, as you can see.
So you've got your list of things you want to do. These are different size wicks that we use at the moment. And there's another set, another size, isn't there, which you've got. But you're just sort of putting together a plan, aren't you, for testing?
I am, yeah, putting together my list of what wicks I'm going to use in what containers, and then I can record them all as I test them.
Yeah, so there's various different things you have to look out for when testing candles. Obviously, the most common question that's always asked is all about tunneling, which is where, as you burn the candle, the wax doesn't go all the way to the melt pool, doesn't go all the way to the edge, and therefore it sort of tunnels through the middle. So that's something that obviously we look to make sure it doesn't happen with our candles, but it's also down to how they're actually looked after when you receive them as well. So we'll do all of that. We'll send you, every time someone buys one of these, we'll always send like a how to look after my candle type leaflet, so people know how to get the best out of them. So that's what we're going to be doing for probably the rest of the month, to be honest, is testing various different fragrances.
It is. We'll be very, very busy.
So what we want to do is when we relaunch our new website and everything at the beginning of February, we want to have, well, I think it was 12, wasn't it?
It was 12, yeah.
We've decided on 12 candles we want to launch in our range of scents, our most popular scents. 12 of them we're going to launch in a nice tin, quite a large tin, as well as these glass jars that we showed you a little while ago. So that's what we're going to be doing between now and the end of the end of January is testing all of these wicks and all of these candles. So when you buy one, you can rest assured knowing that they are going to be as good as they possibly can be, which is something that we always strive to do. Look at that, looks gorgeous.
I think that rounds up this episode. Been a busy week and going to carry on packing up the rest of the orders before we head off. Thank you all for watching.